Hello everybody, today we're taking a look on Dragon Quest 1 and 2 on the Nintendo Switch 2, the Nintendo Switch 1 physical version. Now why I got the physical 1 version is because I don't want to deal with keycards and I wanted to have the physical because I already have the game on Steam. And it plays fantastic on the Steam Deck, I love it, it has great battery life and all of that. The big difference here is that you don't really have the resolution that much here. So if that is like a huge deal to you, maybe you're gonna have like a little bit of an issue. But outside of that, I don't really think that there is that much of a problem. So for me, my time with this here, I have been playing this save on the Dragon Quest 2 for like 6 or 7 hours. I have used it on my flight when I went to the Kojima concert in Sydney. And it has been great. Like I have been really enjoying and loving how the game plays. It is 30 FPS, yes, but I mean, I don't really care. You also kind of save a little bit of battery. It is not as good as the Steam Deck when you're playing this game, and it doesn't look as good as the Steam Deck. But that's what you get when you're playing a backwards compatibility game that doesn't really give you an option. So because of that, this is how it is. It is not a huge deal though. I don't really think that it's like a big deal to be like, oh, I cannot play this or whatever. I feel fine because I have played this also on the Nintendo Switch 1, and on the Nintendo Switch 1, the Dragon Quest 3 was drop frames a lot. So this experience being like super stable on the Nintendo Switch 2, I don't really care. Like I don't really have a problem. So it works fine for me. So overall, you're doing the grinding and all of that, no problem. The loading times are fine. So I don't really feel like I'm really missing that much out. But I have to say that I only play and intend to play on handheld. If you are going to play on something that is not handheld, I would not really recommend to get the Nintendo Switch 1 version unless you have a 1080p monitor or TV, because in 4K these pixels will not really look amazing the Nintendo Switch 1 version. So I would say if you want to play mostly on your TV, get it on PS5 or get it on here but the Nintendo Switch 2 version, or get it on Steam and play it on a TV. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Like I'm gonna also show you a little bit of gameplay, more of this, but it's not really anything different. This is really how it works so far. And for me, it has been great. Like I have no complaints. I knew what I was getting into. It is not gonna look as sharp as everything else. It looks a little bit blurry, but the art style just carries it, so I don't really care. And yeah, it works, all of that. And the reason I got it again on the Nintendo Switch 2 is because I wanted to actually have the physical, because I had the digital on, on Steam. But so far, it has been great, and I'm pretty sure anyone that gets it like this, they're gonna enjoy it. The games are great. As long as you know what you are getting into. These games are grindy, but I love the aspect of that. I find it very relaxing that I can just chill and enjoy this kind of like ritual process of getting stronger in a JRPG and improving and getting better gear and all of that. So it is definitely cool, and I love the voice acting as well. It is one of the coolest things that you can have, things like this these days, that you can just get this kind of attention to detail with how amazing the voices are, and you don't have to imagine their voices anymore, which, to be fair, you're imagining your imagined voice always going to be the best, but I think it gives a lot of cool things for people that want to replay these games and also play them first time. So yeah, if you are into that, if you want to have such an experience, I'm pretty sure you cannot really go wrong with these games, and they feel great to play. I have been enjoying it. Yeah, there is not really much to say outside of that. The gameplay is what always has been the same with 3. The first game you kind of play alone, but outside of that, it's not really any different at all. So, yeah, there is that. And the bosses are great, but they're also kind of like RNG. So sometimes it's really gonna depend. The bosses are more brutal than they used to be. But you kind of getting like differences because the bosses are more brutal now. You also have auto saves and try again the boss fight instead of like going back the whole thing and trying to beat like the boss. Like all the dungeon all over again because you just died on the boss. So there are definitely some things that are different here, and I think they're different for the best. So yeah, that is the video, just a short one, just to show you a little bit how it works, how it looks, and if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. I love these games. So yeah, see you next time. Goodbye.